we have a sample question for your preparation, and it goes as follows. The density of a certain oil on frying becomes 0.4 kilograms per cubic meters with volume of 20 cubic meters. What will be its initial volume when its initial density is 0.8 kilograms per cubic meters, assuming no loss of oil due to spillage? A, 8 cubic meters, B, 5 cubic meters, C, 12 cubic meters, and D, 10 cubic meters. Indeed, if we examine the formula for density, which is mass over volume, you will see indeed mathematically that density increases with mass and vice versa. Whereas for volume, as density is increasing, volume is reducing and vice versa. So why am I saying this? During frying, the oil will expand. Of course, the volume will increase while the density will reduce. Because if you check, the density here is less than that there before the frying began. Okay, so let's get the data provided by the question and forge ahead. So here, all the data for frying, I'll call them the final data, which I'll be using 2. So here I have the density root 2 during frying, which is equal to 0.4 kilograms per cubic meters. The final volume V2, according to the question, is 20 cubic meters. Okay, then what will be its initial volume? So we're looking for V1, given that the initial density rho 1 is equal to 0.8 kilograms per cubic meters. It's simple. The background knowledge we need here is that the mass of the oil before and during frying remains the same, because mass is a quantity of matter contained in a substance and it never changes no matter what. But the volume will always change, as we would see here. Okay, let's go. So from here, we'll get the M2 from rho 2 and V2. From there, which is equal to M1, then we'll get our V1. It's that simple. So let's go. Rho 2 is equal to M2 over V2. So M2 is equal to rho 2 times V2. So and rho 2 here is 0.4 times V2 is 20. So that will give us 8 kilograms. Okay, and mind you, with what I've said earlier on, M1 equals M2, which is equal to what? 8 kilograms. Then let's go to the initial values. Okay, so we have it that rho 1, which is the initial density, is equal to M1 over V1. So we're looking for V1, we'll make it subject of the formula. So V1 equals M1 over rho 1. So if we substitute, M1 is 8 divided by rho 1 is what? Rho 1 is 0.8. So 8 divided by 0.8 is obviously 10 cubic meters. So it is this simple. So from here, our answer is option D. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.